My name is Sammy Dharia. In 1999, divine intervention happened to me. Ever since, I can't stop talking about or spreading about my testimony of what happened that day. It's been 23 years now, and I've been going through a lot. So I understand the need of the third temple in Jerusalem. Now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I spend my time with my father to help and bring and unite all the Jewish people together to Israel, to help bring order in this chaotic world and the next for humankind. My mission is to win over your heart. My hope is to construct this third temple so the whole world can see the God glory. I am the one the whole world is looking for. Shalom, praise the Lord, gloria a Dios. As you know, I always come up with something new, and today I want you to really tune with my video. Please listen whole video because there is a lot of things are happening and I cannot tell you everything in one video. So you all need to watch my past video to understand that every time I come up with some new revelation. Now there are so many challenges involved in the Moshiach process. To believe in Moshiach, who's Moshiach, when he's coming, and also there are a lot of questions that how they will, or the people, or the Jewish people especially, because they are the one expecting their Moshiach, and there is a lot of challenges for them also, how they can recognize who's their Moshiach is. Somebody will talk about, by DNA. Somebody will talk about, well, we will know when he will come, the whole world will know, or the way they said that he will has to finish all this criteria, the build the temple to bring the Moshiach, bring the Jewish people back home and teach the Torah and so and so and so. So and then I go through challenges myself because my job is to convince you that I am your Moshiach because that's what he has put me. He put me in the middle of you, and it is very hard for me. I talked to him and I said, why don't you take me out, or why don't you come yourself and do some miracles or perform something that they would understand that you have chosen me. Now, when I said that one, he said, you do your work, I do my work on my time, I will hasten you. But if they hasten you before me, that's a blessing for them. And so sometimes I feel like I just want to stop. I do not want any more video. But at the same time, the other side, the force is coming to me, keep me awake day and night, 24/7. And just give me revelations after revelations. So I wrote it down some notes to make you understand. And it's like a mystery of Moshiach versus Messiah versus Jesus, whatever you want to know about, I can explain much better than your rabbi and your pastor. Now, I am not over here to create a problem. I'm trying to bring everybody together because God always had A plan and B plan, and that's why I always try to bring you both A and B together. Now, I told you on my last video that it's not easy for Jewish people to understand the what Christians people are talking about, because they do not want to touch the Bible, they do not want to read the Bible, and if they read, but because of their ego, there are some rabbi, I told you, because of their ego, that we are the chosen one, we are the different than you all, that makes them tell you all the scriptures twisting and telling you wrong way. But on the same time, the Christian people have the same problem, because they just took some prophecy of the Old Testament and made them really strong for themselves, that their Messiah is the Jesus. And so it is very complicated for both of them, but they both need to understand that I am the Moshiach, and God have revealed me the both side, that I explain to you much better, but you both need to understand. Sit down, relax, and watch my video and understand where am I going. Because you all don't want to listen. You don't want to understand that God have a plan and B plan. Now, I wrote it down few things. First, I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to show you something on the word. I cannot go everywhere. But again, I will explain to you the Daniel prophecy, because I am the Daniel, and also I am your Moshiach. Now, I gave you identity of the Moshiach, and also identity of Christian Moshiach, the Jesus. Now remember, I said I am the Shiloh, I am the son of King David, I am the scepter, I am the ruler, I am the king, I am the branch, I am the anointed one, I am the ancient one, I am the Daniel from the dead, and I am the Son of God, and I am the Son of Man. All those titles that connected to me. Now, and also, Son of Man came to see the Ancient One, and he led him into his presence. It's like Son of Man, rest upon me, as written in the Word. I am not making anything myself. Everything is about all my title. It's been written. All the things what Jacob heard from all the way to the Malachi is written about me. And you will see all those things that I will go through the word. That way, you cannot say that I don't know the word. And only way I know the word, because my Father reveals me. It's not that I am the educated or have a lot of degrees in theology. No, sir. And I do not read the way the other Bibles people read the Bible. I read what God gives me every day. I eat what He wants me to eat and what He wants me to tell you, and that's what I tell you. So let me read this one over here. First of all, the mystery of Moshiach. The prophecy about Moshiach has been written from the Jacob, from the Genesis to the Revelation. It's been written in A and a B part. And that's what I want to explain to you. The name was given to the Moshiach, which is, I just told you, the Moshiach, all the identity what God has given me versus Jesus. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and life. I am the light of the world. I am the bread of life. I am the resurrection and life. I am the true wine. Let me tell you, He never said, I am the anointed one. He never said, I am the ancient one. He never said, I am the Son of God. When they ask Him, who are you? Who am I? And they said, you the Christ. the one to come, the Emmanuel. Now, he said other titles, but if you look my titles versus his title is totally different. He said, I am the Alpha and Omega. I am the first and the beginning. I am the source of the King David and his heir. That doesn't make him son of King David at all, because he become father of King David and his offspring. So Jesus is not he's not the son of King David. First of all, you need to understand that part. Now, if he is a son of God and I am the son of God, then there are two anointed ones, as it says in the Zechariah chapter, there will be two anointed ones, and so do in the Revelation chapter, it says two anointed ones. I am just telling you, just guess that way. Okay, there are two anointed ones, definitely. I am here right now, and I've been telling you who I am. And let's see if he was the anointed one also, which is he never said I am the anointed one. Listen, the John Baptist, he said that I saw the Spirit like dove rest upon him. In my case, the Son of Man rest upon me. I saw the vision, the Son of Man coming with the cloud of heaven, and he rests upon me, just like what it says in the Daniel 7:13. Now, he don't have that one. According to them, he was born of the Virgin, and his name was Emmanuel, which is written in Isaiah. It's written in Isaiah 9, if you read, that the son will be born of the Virgin and his name will be Emmanuel. But at the same time, if you go in the Isaiah 11, Isaiah 9 and Isaiah 11, you go to the Isaiah 11 and he talks about another Moshiach. He will be the prince, he will be, let me read that scriptures exactly what it says. That way you will know that I know the word very well. Okay, so over here, let's go to Isaiah. Let me put my reading glasses. Here you go. Isaiah 7. And he said, hear we now, O house of David, it is a small things for you to weary men, but will you weary my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Now, this is one of the prophecies that Christians always talk about, but he is not the line of King David. He is not, because this is he born of the Virgin. I am not born of the Virgin. I am the Son of Man. Now read on the same time Isaiah 9. For unto us, Isaiah 9:6, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Now let me read down there. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom, to order it, and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth. even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it had lightened upon Israel. Okay, if you understand the last sentence I read, it says, the Lord sent a word into Jacob. God had promised Jacob in the Genesis 49:10 that scepter will come from the tribe of Judah. That's what he is talking about over here. On these scriptures over here, he is talking about Shiloh, the one I am talking about. Now, on the same time, you go to the Zechariah chapter 12, and then you will know that they're talking about that when you will know who was the Messiah, and you all will mourn, all the tribes will mourn. They will know to whom they pierce. If you read Zechariah chapter 12, you will know what I'm talking about. And that's what the Christians believe, that he was died and rose again. And he was pierced, and one day he will come back, and the Jewish people will know, and they all will cry and mourn. There is A and B plan. There is A and B plan. Now, the B plan is right now, A plan is I am sitting in front of you. Now, like I said, there are a lot of rabbis and pastors. There is always synagogues of Satan is there, and they will brainwash you. They will always tell you the things they do not understand. They just take the word of something. They do not have no revelations. Like I said, that they talk about always that the Moshiach has to do all those things, but Moshiach has to be appointed by you or by him. So if you don't appoint me, he will appoint me, and then the B plan will start, because he did give you a chance of an A plan. Now, according to you all, the temple is getting ready, the heifer is over there, and I don't know, maybe the false Messiah will start the temple. He may be making the deal, just like what the Daniel chapter talking about 9:24 to 9:27, which is I am about to go. But I hope you understand where am I going, because if you look his title versus my title, plus how everything happened in my life according to his life. Now, your Rambam and sages said that this guy over here, the government will be rest upon his shoulder. He is not going to do any miracles. It will, his battle, not my battle. It will be the God battle. I will be just ushered in, and I will have the team. I will have the team, and I will just guide them. What my Father will reveal me, what he wants me to do, that's what we're going to do. Now, it is very easy to find the Moshiach. It is not hard. It's not the hard the way they talk about the challenges of accepting the Messiah. It's not hard. They're making themselves hard. They brainwash everybody by saying the wrong thing. There are too many Messiah and Moshiach on the YouTube. That's first of all, they lie. Second thing, did you see any of Messiah or Moshiach? They talk about Messiah is here, Moshiach is here. We are in the end time. We are the last 7 years, 5783. Messiah will be here on the Rosh Hashanah. No, sir. He is here, but he didn't come because you didn't accept it. It's very easy to accept it. Watch what I say, the way I say, the conviction I have. The wording comes out from my mouth. The way I show you the word, the way I can explain to you the word, they can't. There is not even one person in YouTube or in Google, and that's what right now everybody's looking at. Otherwise, they're not going to find even the last one, the Yehuda that you put on. He was on YouTube also, that you all believe that he was the Moshiach. Of course he's not, because I am the one and I am sitting in front of you. See, that is a conviction I have. I can say that. He never said that, because he is not. So the person who have a conviction, the person who knows exactly. Listen, you think that it will be easy for me to become a king? No, I know it's not. It's not, and I'm fighting. I am fighting because I'm between you all. I can give up. I can go back to my normal life. But he don't let me. Those are the things they cannot tell you, because I've been getting 24/7 messages from him that I am trying to pass it down to you. Now, for the Christian, let me explain to you very well the rapture you are talking about. He is telling you that will happen after the two prophets will die and rose again. In the Revelation, I told you again and again, when the two prophets will die and rose again, then he will come with the sickle and his angel. That's what he is talking about, chapter 12. But out of those two prophets, if the Jesus is the only one can go up and down, then he is already has to be down here, so he can go up and then he can come down. Isn't it? It's very easy to understand. Am I telling you wrong thing? He said, I am the only one came from above, and I am the only one can go up. I am the one can lay down my life whenever I want, and I take it back again. If, in that case, if somebody can go up there, which is the two prophets will die and rose again, according to Revelation chapter 11, then one of them has to be Jesus. One of them has to be him, because he is the only one can go up and down. So he has to be down before you all see him coming from the sky, which is the rapture. It says, when the seventh trumpet will be blown, then all these things will happen. You may not be here for those 7 plagues, but 7 temple will be definitely, you will be, that will be the first resurrection. Remember, we are not talking about the 1,000 years. So same thing for the Jewish people. You all need to understand, in the Daniel chapter 12, it says that many will rise, and some to everlasting contempt. They will be in hell, some of them, and some of them will rise. It says in the 12th chapter. In the 12th chapter, God promised Daniel, I am the Daniel, the second son of King David. He was exiled, age of 15. King David lived only 70 years. He had a second son, King David. The first was Absalom, Daniel, and then Amnon. Amnon was killed, Absalom was killed. The Daniel is in the line of inheritance. He was captive, he come back in Jerusalem, and then God have shown him all this end time, and God promised him, you will come back for your inheritance. Everything is written in the Daniel chapter is about Daniel. Daniel is the one saw the vision. I saw the vision, which is exactly Daniel. Daniel saw the same vision what I saw, because I am the Daniel. God had promised me in the end. When I was asking, he said, seal up the book until the time of the end. And he will bring me back so I can see everything. And I saw exactly same vision that God have shown me about the throne, sitting on the throne. All the angels are behind and front of me. In the front of me, I was a minister to everybody, and I had angels. I was on my throne. Also, the Son of Man came and rest upon me. All those things is written in Daniel book. Now, there are a lot of Jewish people, which is my brothers and sisters, they're not telling their congregation about this Daniel book. They say, oh, we just read 5 books of Moses. But then they try to figure it out here and there. And there are some rabbis, they went all the way to the Daniel, and they said that he could be the Daniel from the dead. That's who I am. It's not very hard to understand when somebody explained to you so good. Look, there are a lot of people who are talking bad about me. They all disappear because they started to know that what I talk is sensible, which is understand that this is right. This is right what I'm saying. I just read Isaiah chapter 2 scriptures, 2 different scriptures, A and B, where in Zechariah also is written. Zechariah and Revelations, Daniel and Revelations. Now Daniel prophecy 924 to 927, I explained to you better last time that 7 times 70 weeks, 490 years been given, 483, 7 times 7 plus 62, 7, 483 years will pass, the anointed one, the ruler. Now let's put he's the anointed one, which is me, okay? Or you can put anointed one, the ruler, the false Messiah. You can put those 2 things over there, but when you go down there to the scriptures, you will know he is talking about the ruler for the man. The ruler for the man, the false Messiah. He is the one going to make a treaty for 7 weeks, 7 years. But then after 3.5 years later, he will stop the sacrifice and the desolations of the temple. If you understand, that prophecy is not being fulfilled. It's been for the end time. 62:7 will pass and the anointed one will be killed. Let's see the 434, 62:7, which is before 483 and before 490. So what the prophecy don't say exactly when he will die. But prophecy said there will be only 490 years been given. So 62:7, 431 will pass and the anointed one will be killed. Between 434 and 490, he will die sometime, the anointed one. And it says he accomplished nothing. Maybe you can think that way, that Jesus didn't accomplish anything. But for the Christian, yes, they think that he accomplished, they received the salvation. He made the sacrifice and it's over. That's what they're thinking. But according to the Daniel 924 to 927 is the end time prophecy. And exactly same thing, you will see the anointed one will be killed. Just like it says the 2 prophets will die and rose again. I hope you all understand where am I going. I hope those pastors and rabbis watch my video and tell their congregation the way I'm explaining to you. It does make difference and it does make sense that you tell your congregation the rapture is not coming next week. Till the 2 prophets die and rose again. It's not going to happen because God will show everybody. So that way everybody can believe one God. I understand they always talk about we are blessed because we have not seen and believed. And the Jewish people want to see. And they will see. They will see their king, and they will see the God. And they will be the beacon of the light. Because it's written there will be Jew and there will be a Gentile. And the prophet comes from the Judah. It says in the Bible, it says in the Torah, he comes from the Jew. The prophet comes from Jew, and the kingship comes from the tribe of Judah, which is God have promised King David. Now remember again, when I said that I am the second son of King David, yes, I am, because God promised King David that one of your sons, if you read, it's not his descendant, it's not his offspring of his children, it's not. Read the 1 Samuel 7:13 and then the 1 Chronicle, probably 13, I guess. And you will know the both prophecy, and if you read word by word, you will understand. If you want, I read for you right now. Let's go first to the 1 Samuel 7:13, and then we go to the 1 Chronicle, and then I'm going to stop. That way you will know, because you cannot digest more than this. So this is what it says, 7:12. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy father Jesse. You're going to sleep with your father. I will set up thy seed, your seed. Remember, the seed has to die before it bring the tree or whatever, the stump and the branch and the leaves. After thee, we shall be proceed out of thy own bile, from his own. And I will establish his kingdom. He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, he shall be my son. He's talking about son of King David going to be his son. That's what he's talking about. So there is no way Jesus is his son, because he has to become up from his own seed. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men. Now let me tell you, Jesus, they said he never sinned. He knew no sin, become a sinner. Over here, the God is saying to Nathan or King David that this boy of mine, he may sin. The one I am accepting him as my own son, which is son of King David. And he will sin, and if he sin, I will spank him. I will chasten him just like the father does. But he will not take the mercy from me like he took away from the soul. Now, so this is what it says over here. Now let's read the Chronicle, and let me explain to you on the Chronicle. First Chronicle, here you go. You say, wait a minute, round this name shall be Solomon. Okay, so First Chronicle 11. And it shall come to pass when thy days be expired, that thou must go to be with thy father, that I will raise up thy seed after thee, which shall be of thy sons. Which is thy sons, he's talking about his own sons, not from the descendant. So over there, most of the time, all the rabbis are talk about that his descendant or Solomon descendant. No, he is strictly talk about one of your son will come back, which is me. And this is only I can say that. None of other will tell you, and that's how you will know who's your Moshiach is. There is no way even your rabbi can talk like the way I'm talking. They cannot understand this. Even though I'm making them understand right now, I'm telling them. The Sukkot, last week I went to one of the Chabad house over here, and they didn't even accept me. They say, your mother is not Jewish. What is this going on over here? And I didn't celebrate my Sukkot with them because I had no choice. But those are the challenges that Moshiach will have. And I'm going through. You don't think so? I feel bad when I go to the synagogues and this rabbi is telling me, oh, your mother is not Jewish, I cannot do nothing. So anyway, I left. But my main message is, I will have challenges, you will have challenges, but the solution is to come together, sit down, talk, and let's start building the temple. My hope is, and my desire is, because my Father have put that desire in me, to build His house where we all can worship Him. The whole world can come and see the God glory. I thank you today again. I hope you understand my message today. If you don't, please give me a call, write me, and write me right thing. There are so many stupid guys in my channel, they don't understand. But if they just watch my video and understand, they will know who I am. Thank you, and God bless you.